Okay, daily love energy, 19th through like 21st or so. Okay, I call it daily, but I'm cutting myself some slack. Hope you guys understand. Okay, so 19th through about the 21st or so. Oh, the Fool card just flew out. I love it. Maybe we got some fresh new energy coming in in love. All right, let's see what's going on here. So we're going to go ahead and go sequentially, Aries all the way through Pisces. So let's see in love, please. Give me a moment to shuffle. And while I'm doing that, I will take this opportunity to ask if there seems to be some remarks on the thing about time stamping. So I'm sorry, guys. If I don't, a couple people were saying I didn't respect my viewers if I don't timestamp and things of that nature. But quite frankly, this will probably go about 40 minutes. It takes me anywhere from 30 to another 45 to upload the video. Plus, I've been working all day anyway, and it's a little hard to go through every one. So if you can, if you see your sign, if you think about it, just throw a timestamp down in the comments. If you don't know how to do that, you just look at the time at the video, and then just write that out with the semicolon, and then hit enter. Okay, and I appreciate it. Usually, you guys always help me out, and I appreciate that very much, very very much. Okay, and I'm sure everybody else does too. Okay, so Aries through Pisces, sequentially in love. 19th through the 21st, please. Highest and clearest information. Okay, here we go. I'm going to cut the deck. Okay, and we will start with Aries. So let's see what's going on with Aries. And so we have the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so to me, it looks like there's like maybe some messages or something that might come through in the next day or two, and they might appear to be hurtful in some way, or it could be like, oh my God, not this again, that kind of energy. But the thing is, I truly believe they are meant from love. So it could be that maybe, especially with texts or emails, a lot of times, we can read things one way, and that's really the person meant something completely different. I don't see confusion here so much. I don't see that. So I think it is pretty clear what they've said, but you might feel like a little defensive about the message is what I'm feeling. But ultimately, this comes from a place of love. So if it does seem a little bit, not hurtful necessarily, but just sort of like, oh my gosh, really, that kind of thing. Again, I really do feel like that the intention was, coming from a place of love. So let me pull you guys one more card here. Who is Aries dealing with in this situation? Yeah, I truly think that this person, they've recently, they've had some sort of insight into something that before was confusing. All right. So it's, again, that's why I say I believe it truly comes from a place of love, but it just may not come off that way. And Aries, please. And you have the King of Cups. So it could be the other way around. So, or this could be from a Scorpio. That's possible too. But so it could be you might feel the need to like message someone or something of that. It's some sort of communication, swift moving communication. It could even be like a short trip or something like that. But that, and it could maybe kind of wear you out a little bit. That could be also. But I feel more like it's communication, and it could be coming from them or from you. I'm not sure. But if someone has found some sort of like insight into this situation, all right. And again, I feel like this is all for the better in some way, because it does have something to do, with love, and like it comes from a place of love. So I will just say that. So I feel like you guys are good. I think that there just might be a little bit of like one of those moments like, you did not write that, kind of thing. But like, if you really look at it and cut through the confusion, I feel like you will find the insight of like what the true message is behind this. Okay. All right. So Aries. So we will do Taurus next. Taurus, you have the Devil, you have the Six of Swords. You go from that devil, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so so I think that it's pretty clear on this. Now this is just a couple day energy, so I don't know if this is like the whole thing of the relationship or what. But with the Six of Swords and the Devil card, and you're moving away from the devil. So I feel like this is something like that's probably isn't that the most healthiest for you, and so you're seeking something new. You're seeking some sort of new venture or new beginning or new passion with someone. And I feel like you're leaving a situation behind. Now, like I said, whether it's for good, I don't know. This is just a couple day energy. But you are leaving something that, really has kept you bound for quite a while. And I feel like you are moving towards brighter horizons with this Ace of Wands. So I'll pull you guys one extra card. I mean, if this is like moving away from a relationship, then again, I feel like it's good. It's you're going to really grow from this. Yeah, you could be going towards a Virgo or a water sign. Although it is fire here that we have Ace of Wands. Let's see. One card, please, for Taurus. Okay, the Moon card and a Three of Fire at the bottom of the deck, which says Birth of Light. So this could be a little third party-ish too. But either way, it's a start, because I think that you're starting to pull away from whatever has kept you in this like long-term bondage type situation. That there might be some good true feelings there might be some kind of compatibility there, and so forth, but it's ultimately probably something is not like the one or the best thing. So this might be like a little third party-ish, but I do feel that you are moving towards that type of energy, or you could be moving towards a Pisces. So but the Three of Wands, I feel like with Birth of Light, I think that this is like good for you in a sense that you might have some sort of revelation of sorts that kind of sets you more on a more positive path. So okay, so Taurus we just did. So we're in Gemini. It's my first few months. I always get, let's see, because almost everyone I know is like personally, like on a personal level, and in my family and everything, almost everyone is from September on. So it's like, although a couple of my very best friends are Geminis, so and my son, but it's like for some reason, like the early ones, like I don't really have that many like connections. So it's like it's like trying to remember them. So let's see, Aries, Taurus. I think it's Gemini. Am I correct? Let's see. I can hear you guys out there going, yes. Damn it, get on with the reading. Yeah. Let's see. Aries, April, May. Yeah, okay, Gemini. Okay, the Fool card, the Six of Wands, and the Two of Wands. All right. Okay, so with this one, I feel like you guys are both going different directions. All right, I feel like one of you is willing to kind of go along with this and take the risk and that sort of thing, but I feel like the other one, you could be dealing with a Leo too with the Six of Wands, because Six of Wands sometimes to me is a Leo card. I feel like they are going forward with something maybe while you're not looking, is kind of what I'm thinking. I don't necessarily get third party vibe out of this. We'll see what the clarifying card comes, but I think it's more like they have victory in mind, and they're like moving forward towards something, and I think you're sort of like distracted or not, noticing, like you think you guys are doing something else, but really it's going this direction. And then you end up with this two of Swords, which is sort of like being at a crossroads and kind of trying to make a choice about this situation, because the blindfold is on. So it's like, oh my God, I didn't see this. you know, but sometimes it is a card of really kind of seeing it, but not wanting to deal with it. But I think truly you kind of didn't see it. And I feel like you guys are like completely going different directions. Not in a bad way. Like I don't see bad things here. I just see that somebody's trying to move forward with something while you're distracted is kind of what I feel here. So let's see. I'm not sure. I don't feel it's third party, but let me see here. Card for Gemini, please. Okay, so the advice card or whatever is the Magus, which is the magician. Okay. So the magician is a little bit like that too. Like, oh, look over here while I do this. So just kind of keep an eye on things like what your partner's doing, that sort of deal. Again, I don't feel third party here. I feel like this is some other type of situation. Um, but I would definitely, keep an eye out on what's going on. And the other thing though is the magician also, this is your advice card. So not only could it be that, but it can also be another meaning, which is sort of taking a risk, but like really being able to, manifest and form this into something that will be a victory for you guys and something that will be good. And I feel like, you're at this like crossroads of making this decision and, somebody wants to really move forward on something and you kind of are just kind of going along with things, but I don't think you realize like how serious this person is. Like they're really moving forward. So, with the magician, I do believe you have the ability to pull this off, whatever this may be. But I would also say the other meaning would also be to just like keep an eye on things and, make sure that somebody's not like, pulling a rabbit out of a hat all of a sudden and you're like, what? Or sort of fooling you with like trickery, while the real magic trick is going on, that kind of thing. So just, little heads up. I don't feel anything too negative from it because they're pretty bright cards. So I don't think it's anything that's going to be, like super, that's going to leave a big impression in any way. Okay. So let's see. Gemini. Cancer. All right. Cancers. All right. The magician. Are you with a Gemini? Okay. You're like, no, don't give away my secrets. Okay. King of Cups. And let's see. The Four of Coin. Okay. So, don't get too much out of that, really. I mean, King of Cups, that's good. It's probably you, full of love. I think that that's good. The Magician. Let's see what the Magician is. There's a Magician in this reading. Okay, the Three of Coin works. Okay. Now, I do have the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So there is a possibility for some of you that, with the Magician here, because I'm going to assume this is you being the King of Cups. So if the Magician is like your significant other in this like love reading for this brief energy for just a couple days, I feel like, there could be something in the works, maybe third party-ish here. So I would keep an eye out because the Magician can kind of manipulate and, like, oh, look at this while they're doing that. They can do that kind of stuff. They can be kind of elusive, like illusion type, that sort of thing. I'm not necessarily convinced it's third party, though. Let me look at your Four of Coin. The Fool. This is very interesting because this ties in a lot to the Gemini reading I just did, but they're different decks. Like the Fool card was in a different deck, and all that sort of thing. So if it's possible that you guys, if this is a Gemini Cancer, I'll give that first, then I'll just give the general. But if it is Gemini Cancer, go watch the Gemini one that I just did before this. And I just feel like you guys are on different pages, possibly. like one of you wants to like kind of hold on to things. Like this could be like some sort of investment or something of that nature that the magician, wants to manifest and put something into its works. They want to start a business or they want to do some sort of investment. And it's like, but then the Fool card is here. Like, so one person just says, no, I want to hold on to the money. I don't want to do that. And the other person is more like, yes, let's take a risk. Let's do this. So if you're involved with the Gemini, go watch theirs. I think it's similar energy. It seems like it'll work out okay in the long run and all of that. If you are not involved with a Gemini, I feel like here, this does require you to let go a little bit. It may be have something to do with money. If it's not with money, then it's just the just letting go in general of something to do, like instead of being completely stable with everything like all the time. This is kind of calling for you to take a little bit of a risk. And no, I'm not saying go throw all your money into some like crazy investment or anything like that. This is a love reading. So I'm talking about like if typically your personality is a little stoic, a little reserved or, something like that, this might be a good time to kind of open up emotions a little bit, be a little bit risky with some things, maybe try something new, that sort of thing. I feel like you guys are working together on something like some sort of, I think it's more like investment related or something like that. I feel like you guys are working together towards like this goal. However, I think your partner, Cancer, the person you are dealing with, is sort of trying to manipulate the situation the way they want it to go. So somebody wants to take a risk, somebody doesn't. So let me pull you guys one advice card for Cancer in this situation, please. Okay. King of Cups again. Interesting. So this is, and the Tower is here also. Okay, so this is, the King of Cups is right here in the center of your reading. This is what I appeared to be you. So I think this is, listen to you, listen to yourself. So if this does, maybe I'm wrong about the risky thing, so maybe it's not right to take a risk, whatever it is that you feel. If you're the one that's like wanting to take the risk, then okay, but I think this is saying, listen to you. All right. Listen to what you have. Also be very forthright in, if you're in a good compatible relationship, be very forthright about that, maybe show a little extra love, that sort of thing. The King of Cups is all about love. All right. And also, being very open about it. All right. So I feel like that is important. But I do think that you guys are working together. I just feel like somebody is trying to, not in a mean way, but somebody's trying to manipulate the situation to work out in their benefit, but you need to listen to yourself. So if that means take the risk, if it means hold on, whichever one feels right to you. Okay. So that is for the sign of Cancer. Let's see. Leo. Leo has Page of Swords, the Death card, and the Emperor. Okay, so Page of Swords. Okay, so it looks like some sort of messages might be going on that are not super pleasing. There might be some communications. Somebody might be being a little petty or immature with you, or somebody might be gossip. It can be gossip sometimes. There's something here that's it's communication, but it's not exactly pleasing communication. It's not the kind of communication we want to hear. It's not good news, or it's gossip, or it's somebody's at you, that kind of crap. You have the Death card though, so I feel like you're moving away from that. You're moving away from this, like more like this immature, type energy of this person. And I feel like you're moving towards the Emperor. So the Emperor is, more about being in control of things. It's also a card for Aries, sometimes Taurus, and we have the Scorpio card here too. But I don't think it's in relation to Scorpio as much as like moving away from this kind of pettiness that has been going on with someone, just completely transforming it and moving towards the emperor, being in control of you and like what you want and not dealing with this type of, more petty energy and engaging in that anymore. Um, Let me see here, because I don't really see your partner being featured here. That's the only thing. I mean, unless that's if that's your partner, possibly. Let's see. Because I don't think the death card is like a death of a relationship or anything like that. I see you moving forward is what I see towards the emperor. So the Page of Swords, I got the Devil card for that as a clarifier. So it could be that this is kind of like leaving a relationship of some sort in the next, couple days, or at least starting that transition, that, I want to be in control of things better. I don't like this connection anymore. It's my partner is we're arguing a lot. Yes, we have a connection, but it's like, is this, where's this going? Is this going to be in it for the long haul? Is this really what I want? That kind of energy. It could be a Capricorn you're dealing with too. That's possible with the Devil card here. Again, Aries is featured because I have the Magician at the bottom of the deck, and the Ten of Wands. So I really kind of get the sense that you're trying to interesting. Okay. That you're like trying to like manifest like an end to like a lot of burdens, maybe with this person. Like the Ten of Wands to me is someone that you've put like a lot of effort into. And it's just like there's no clear path. There's no it's just not going anywhere. And that tells, the Devil card is like that. Um and it's like immature love, in a sense. I'm not saying you're immature, I'm saying that it's like, just constant back and forth fights, then you're back together, fights back together, that kind of thing. And to me, this feels like super mature, like where you're moving, where you're headed. So, going towards the emperor. So, you're not going towards a page, that is marked, with the Devil card, you're going towards the emperor, being in control, or towards another person who is, this could be another love interest, perhaps, who is very, just a much more mature presence than this other one. So I really feel like that you are moving forward towards either gaining control of yourself or moving towards a person who has a lot of maturity, a lot of wisdom. They're not necessarily the most romantic person in the world, but they have those qualities. So that's for whoops. That one goes there. That's for Leo. Okay. So we are on Virgo. All right. Virgo, you have the Eight of Cups, the Strength card, and the Four of Cups. Okay. So let's see. Definitely could be dealing with a Leo with the Strength card here, but you are flanked by Cups also, so it could be a water sign you're dealing with. I feel, you're walking away from something here, and you're definitely you need strength, or you could be headed towards strength. Let's see. It's a little hard to tell. You could be walking away from something that you put a lot of emotional investment in, and you could be walking towards a Leo. That is possible. Or, like I said, you could just be walking away from something in order to gain your strength back too. And I'm not sure if this is like forever kind of thing, or if this is just a couple days, maybe taking a short trip to kind of go and regather, that kind of thing. Let's see here, Virgo. Okay, you have the Hanged Man. Yeah. So that doesn't tell me much. I mean, the only thing I can say about the Hanged Man is, the Hanged Man takes their time. I feel like the walking away is already going to happen. So I feel like, like I said, whether or not that's just for a short period of time, because this is a daily reading, or if it is, maybe permanently, that can be too. Typically, that's what that card is more about. But I don't see like Ten of Swords or Three of Swords here. So I feel like this is like you like really needing to go inside, be by yourself for a while, really think about things with the Hanged Man, look at things from all perspectives, and hopefully come out of that, much stronger and knowing what you want. And then I see here too, you might be like refusing an offer, or you might not see that there is a like a beautiful offer like being handed to you literally from the sky, but you just don't like you don't notice it, or you don't want it for some reason. So let's see here. One more advice card for Virgo, please. Okay. Yeah, you have the Five of Cups. So, and the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I think there's just been too many, there's a truth that's been found out here about something, and it's either that or you have your self-empowerment back, and there's kind of like you don't feel like going backwards. There's something here. It could have been a third party situation. It could have been a lot of things. There's like the spilling of emotions here. All right. And you have the Ace of Swords. So, but it was not easy to get to the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is like either an empowerment card, you're feeling yourself again, feeling strong. It's a victory card, but it's also too sometimes a card of like having your truth, finding the truth of a situation or having your truth. But at a pretty tough cost, because in this card, it's a little shattered and stuff. It took a long time to get that. So, I feel like this is more about regaining personal strength. For some of you, you could be, like I said, headed towards a Leo. That's possible. And you could, maybe the thing is too, this might not be them offering, this might be you offering your love to them, but they don't notice, that could be too. And that doesn't mean like they won't notice forever. I mean, again, it's just a couple day energy. But there's something very strong here about like empowerment and with the Strength card. If you're not dealing with a Leo, like I said, that I feel like that these emotions have spilled out. It's going to be hard to pick those cups up again, and I feel like you really just need some time to yourself to really think about this. Now, if you are the one that like this person has walked away from you, if that is the case, then again, I feel like right now the time is to understand that, that there's some truths that need to be told about a situation, perhaps a third party situation. If not, just emotions need to be told. Like if this person left you and you want them back, I feel like you must be strong right now. That's very important. Tame yourself, so no texting, no, none of that stuff. Let them be for a little bit. And then when you feel it's the right time, like maybe next week or something like that, reach out to them. I can't, they may respond well, they may not, I'm not sure. But definitely come forward with like honesty, like brutal honesty and emotion, and let that, come out and see how that goes from there. Yeah, because you have King of Cups and Ten of Coin at the bottom of the deck. So, I mean, there's a possibility that this will kind of work itself out in that sense, okay? Somebody needs space is what's going on here. Okay, and truth. All right. Virgo, so we are in Libra. Libra, you have the Seven of Cups, the Hermit, and the Ten of Cups. Okay. So I feel like if there's any confusion, any just cloudiness going on, like not knowing what you guys should do, not knowing if this person is going to respond, all that kind of stuff, like whatever the confusion is, the Hermit is here to shine the light on, all of these different options or confusion or illusions that have been going on. So the Hermit is here. He's going to shine the light on this. So I believe you're going to get some clarity. And then you have the Ten of Cups. So I feel like you're going to have like emotional fulfillment from something. So whatever it was like that you were kind of wondering about or confused about or not knowing what to do about, I feel like, definitely, and the Hermit could be an actual person, it might not just be your wisdom shining a light. It could be an actual person that that has like some really good sage advice to give you that really helps. It could be somebody from your family, or a friend or a Virgo. But somebody, like helps, if it's not you and your own wisdom, to clarify all of this. And I believe that you will end up, in the next couple days in like a better place. Like you'll have some relief from whatever this confusion is. So I feel that's good. I don't know if we really need an extra card, but I'll throw one out here just in case. So for Libras for this reading, please. Okay, yeah, you guys have the Two of Cups, Sacred Cord. All right, so whatever this is, and Resurrection is at the bottom of the deck also. So if you're confused about like a partner or like a reconciliation or a judgment call, whatever it may be, you have the Two of Cups here. That's your advice. It's a sacred cord. I feel like you guys will, with this Ten of Cups, you guys will be fine. So, I really feel like the Hermit is about going within and checking in on your wisdom also. So that may be necessary to cut through to the confusion. Either way, I feel like this is really good news for you guys. So yay, that's nice. Let's see, Scorpio. Four of Wands. Okay. The Lovers. And the Eight of Swords. All right, damn it. I was hoping like maybe straight across the board it would be awesome, but all right. So the Lovers and the Four of Wands. So you could be in some sort of choice kind of thing where you could be thinking about somebody else, possibly with the Lovers card. Like if you are married, that could be. You might like somebody, you might be thinking of someone else. This could also be a choice that may come up to like move in with someone or invite them to live in your home or something like that. But your outcome card being the Eight of Swords, I feel like even though these two cards are nice and bright and good, you be very careful that, you don't feel trapped in this situation. So like, if you move in with someone or they move in with you, really think that through, and make sure that's good and that try to look down the road at the real reality. And are you going to feel trapped in this situation? Is this just a temporary distraction? That sort of thing. Like really think this through and see, because with the Eight of Swords, that's once you're in that energy, I mean, it's very common, but it is kind of hard to break. So let's see. So Four of Wands for Scorpio, please. Okay. So you have the Fool here with the Queen of Earth. So the Queen of Earth is almost always like my married card, like my wife card. Okay, Brother Earth fell out. So this could be like a proposal. This could be like for some Scorpios out there, this could be like, if it's not like a wedding proposal or like a marriage proposal, again, it could be about moving in with someone. And I just feel though, like with this Eight of Swords, to be very careful that you just don't feel like trapped, and like you do it because you're trapped, and like this would be a solution. Although, I mean, sometimes that happens. But let me see. Let me put a card on the Eight of Swords. The other thing is too, like I said, is this could be you possibly venturing into some sort of, third party situation or something like that with the Lovers card here. And again, like I feel like, you might just feel trapped into a situation. So let's see. Eight of Swords, Scorpio. Okay, so Father Fire and Death are here at the bottom of the deck. So this could be another Scorpio. This could be you. So it's the King of Wands. So let's see. Mother Fire. Wheel of Fortune, though. Eight of... Okay, all right. So, So I feel like you're needing to make some sort of choice here. That's not really my husband card, though. Usually my husband card is the King of Pentacles. That's why, I think this is something about like a choice to be made. And it's like you kind of just don't know what to do. So I don't know so much if it's that you're trapped, that you just don't know what to do. All right. But it's stressing you out. And it's like you just feel like, just a lot of anxiety over this issue. And it's like, again, just be wary if you're asked to move in with somebody, just be wary that it's not like something, just really think it out for the long future. I know I keep saying that, but okay, so we have King of Wands here. We have the Death card, that's your card. We do have Strength, Queen of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Wands, Two of Swords. It keeps going on. I mean, it's just sort of like a story. So that's the only thing, I say is just be cautious, because this looks really good. That looks really nice, but there's might be something that you're not seeing, and that sort of thing. So just careful on that one. Okay, let's see. There we go. Scorpios. Someday, Scorpio. Someday we'll get you a good reading. Okay. Let's see. Sagittarius. All right. Five of Swords. Four of Swords. Oh. Star card. Yay. Okay. Unless it's an Aquarius. Okay. Which still is good. All right. So honestly, I feel like there's like a battle of wills going on at some point, and one of you, probably you, is just like, you don't want to fight. Don't want to fight no more. Whatever that song is. Oh God, I love that song. It was like really popular like a year ago. Don't want to fight no more. That's the only lyric I can recall right now. It was like one of those indie, college songs or something. So, I feel like that's you, because it's like this other person is still looking back at like old things that were like from like a million years ago, and they haven't let them go, and they keep bringing them up, and that sort of energy. That's kind of what I feel here, and you're just like, no, I keep falling for that trap, and then I start arguing with you, and it gets us nowhere, So I think you take a break, you take a break from this. You don't engage, and you like go inside and really think about things, like which direction am I going? What do I want? You have the Star card. So I do feel like, there's some wish fulfillment that could come from this. I'm not so sure it's with this person though. It could be, because this is just a 2-day reading. It's not like, oh my God, you should end this relationship and go to, but I do see it like kind of somebody is just bringing up things, probably from the past, that sort of thing. But you're very cool, calm, and collected. This could have something to do with a third-party situation also, because I keep seeing these 3 swords here, so that's very likely. But healing is coming, so I do feel good about that. Let me see what you might be contemplating here. Swords. Yeah, you're really trying to make a choice here. And yep, and here's that 3 of Swords. I knew it. I think it has something to do with like a betrayal or just being disappointed in general, one or the other. Because here, we have these 3 of Swords that you are contemplating and you're thinking about, and you want to come to the truth of a situation, and you need to make a choice with this 2 of Coin. And in this, the 5 of Swords, he holds 3 swords, and the other 2 are on the ground. So I feel like this person's choice was made or whatever, so, I mean, it could be you with the third party, it could be them. I don't know. But you have the Star card. I feel like there is, some sort of healing that will occur if it's between you guys. I don't know, because you have a choice, to make in this situation. So it could be you contemplating like this third party kind of situation, because this card is cause and effect. So, it's like, careful because, cause and effect, karma, that sort of thing. But again, with the Star card, I feel like it's fine for you, that it's a good healing energy, whatever this situation is, this choice that you have to make, I feel is good. I feel you'll go inside and come to the right decision. But let me look real quick at your Star card. Because it could just be too, you're dealing with an Aquarius. I mean, we have swords and swords, and then we have the Aquarius star sign here. So, star card for Sagittarius, please. Okay. Ace of Swords, dawn is the word that is on there, like the dawning of like a new day. Okay. So Ace of Swords is like having truth, telling the truth, all of those kinds of things. And I feel like this will bring you healing. So this could be that you choose to like not engage with this person anymore. And then in doing so, you have this like bright new kind of hope and healing effect for you. And you feel like you have, empowerment, because the Ace of Swords is about empowerment also. That could be, or it could just be that you have the truth, and you're healing with that. And, somehow, you guys, if this is the one you want, you guys get on the same page. This definitely has something to do with a third party, because I have the spilling here, which is 3 cups. So I really, really feel like that for sure. Could be with a Cancer, possibly, or maybe Aries. So anyway, I feel good for you guys, like whatever the situation is. I think it's imperative that you go inside, retreat, do not engage, and really kind of think about things and, realize that your choices have a cause and effect. So if you choose to stay with someone that you're always arguing with, that's going to have an effect, right? But, if you choose to, let's say, stop arguing, go to counseling or something like that, it could be, and then you have healing. Or if you choose to just go this alone, you could have like this empowerment and healing moment. So, it's kind of like up to you in that sense. But I feel good, like that you will make the right choice for your benefit and strength and so forth. Okay, so let's see. Oh, that one goes there too. All right. Sagittarius. Capricorn. All right. King of Swords. Uh-oh. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. And the Tower card. Interesting. Okay. So that's a tough one. Let's see. King of Swords. King of Swords. Like none of these scream love to me, Capricorn. All right. I mean, they scream something like some sort of opportunity or something like that. But I don't have any cups here necessarily, unless you're dealing with a Scorpio. That's possible, because the Tower card can sometimes to me be Scorpio. King of Swords. What is the King of Swords in this love reading for Capricorn? Love reading. Oh, I'll check that in a minute. Okay, King of Coin. All right, and the Knight of Cups fell out onto the floor. I honestly, I don't think this really has much to do with love, Capricorn. I'm sorry, if that, I mean, it maybe, because it just seems like this is like not love energy to me. This is more about like, investments and, things like that, of that nature. So, I mean, it could be, I will say this, if you are a Capricorn dealing with a male, okay, and he is somewhat distant, somewhat cold, not really kind of, that burning romance, type of thing. I feel like they just feel so duty bound to like provide. Okay, that's what I think is going on here. Now you do have the Tower card, and you do have the Knight of Cups, which is more romance and more romantic. So it could be too for some of you that you have 2 kings, all right? But they're both similar energy. So that's why I think it's the same person. But it's possible that you have 2, because they're 2 separate kings. I've got King of Coin and I've got King of Swords. So it could be earth sign, air sign, or this could be you, being very strategic about something and then offering your stability to someone. It's a little tricky, and that could be because of the Knight of Cups, which is like romantic. So this could be you being very strategic, being very capable, and like if you're a male, person watching, a male Capricorn watching this is you being very capable, very strategic in how you go about sort of like proposing or asking someone out in your way, in a romantic way, because there's the romance there with the Knight of Cups. But it's a little odd reading. I'm going to be honest here. And we got a lot of people. We got two kings and a knight. It doesn't really tell me anything. So let's see what the Tower card is. Let's see if we can figure that out. What is the Tower card? Capricorn. Okay, another knight. Okay. And quickly, and the Lovers. Okay, so, I do think this is, so if this is you, I don't know. Like I say, if you're a male watcher, then this is probably you, really getting your ducks in a row, and then, eventually like asking this person out, or moving this up a level, buying a piece of jewelry, perhaps a ring, or, actually proposing, or, because the Tower card is pretty, like, it changes everything. It's a game changer kind of deal. All right. Or asking somebody to move in with you. That could be too. If you're a female, then I feel like, if you've been dealing with somebody who feels sort of cold and distant, they're not the most romantic of people, of partners, whatever. But they are they're not workaholics necessarily, but their work is very important to them. Okay. And so is providing. They look at that as very important. I feel like they are giving you a gift of some sort, or like an offer, like something, like a start to something. Okay. And, I feel like it will be romantic, but with tinges of them too, which is practicality and stability, and a little bit of stoic, not the most romantic, but a little bit more than usual for them. Okay, the Tower card, though, I feel like it's going to shake things up. You have the Eight of Wands and the Lovers card. So, I feel like this will be, pretty cool. I think you're going to have a good couple days, all right, for some of you, and physically maybe. For others of you too, this could be literally two kings, because we have two knights and two kings. So both of these could be offering you something, and that shakes things up, and we have the Lovers card, which sometimes to me can be like a little side thing, or this or that, or, I don't know. But, one of these people, both of them are into you, that would be apparent if you have two. Okay. That's definitely the case. So, but something's going to shake up here at the end. I don't think it's a bad thing. So like if you are involved in something, like I don't think it's like a shake up where like, ooh, you get found out, or, it's not like that kind of thing. Like I feel like it's a good thing in that sense. Yeah, and I mean definitely going to lead to something physical for you guys, that will be like more of an attraction. All right, you're gonna have like good physical attraction for this. So it's a little odd. There's too many people to figure this out. So hopefully it made sense to you guys. Okay, let's see. These go here. Yep. Okay. Aquarius. Aquarius. Three of Wands. Nice. Six of Cups. And the High Priestess. Okay. So, High Priestess, kind of tough, doesn't tell me much. The Three of Wands is a nice card. It's a good energy. It's also a timing card to me a lot of times, because it's like, things are coming in that are going to be good, but it's like a little ways off. So you're like kind of like biding your time, biting your nails, waiting, that sort of thing. This could be like a returning soulmate, possibly with the Six of Cups. Could be just like a gift that you get over the next little time. This could also be communicating with someone overseas. There might be somebody overseas that has caught your eye, or you have caught theirs, something like that. The High Priestess, again, doesn't tell me too much. She's just saying use your own intuition in this situation. Listen to yourself, that kind of thing. Let's see. What is the Three of Wands for Aquarius? Three of Wands. This could be a child returning home for a while from a long from being away, like at a distance, and that makes you guys happy. That could be too. Let's see. Yeah, I have the Hanged Man. So I feel like it's like there's definitely some other angles that you have to look at this with the high priestess. So the hanged man in this sense, a lot of times in a love reading, it can just like a casual love reading like this, it can just mean like nothing's really moving forward, nothing's going backwards either, but it's just sort of in limbo. But the hanged man also has other metaphysical connotations, and combined with the high priestess, I look at it as, definitely going within, looking at things from a completely different perspective than you've looked at them before. That kind of energy. It can sometimes mean like a really strong enlightenment, can come upon you with this situation. Let's see. Advice card for Aquarius. Advice card for Aquarius. Okay, you have the sun. All right, so be happy. That's the advice. Okay. You have the Four of Swords, which is mastery. Again, another meditation card. All right, so you have like 3 metaphysical cards about like kind of going within. All right, and finding that mastery, finding the different perspective, different things that you haven't seen before. All right. It could be in regards to this person that, that you've known from the past, that is a connection from the past. It could be from somebody that is long distance from you, like overseas, or, that kind of thing. This could be, like I said, it could just be, your kid wants to come home, because this is a love reading, but, that ties in sometimes with things like that. Whatever it is, mostly you need to find what makes you happy. That is the advice here. It is the Sun card, all right? So the Sun card is about, and what brings you balance. That's what you have too. You have Temperance. This could also be a Leo with the wands here. This could be, a Leo soulmate that has made you happy before. That's that type of energy. Could be a Sagittarius too, because again, fire energy. We have 2 things of fire energy here that match up. So, whatever it is that brings you happiness and balance, it's like, work on that, set your sights. Things will happen for you. Okay. They will happen for you. And it seems to me like this will be like an innocent type of love. All right. I don't think it's like here yet, though. I feel like you guys are at a distance. I feel like, it's coming, but it's not quite here. So I don't feel like this is for the long-standing couple or anything like that. It could just be a little spell of time that needs to pass before this comes. But keep meditating, that sort of thing. I feel like that is really good for you at this time for this situation. So, all right, let's see, Aquarius and Pisces. Knight of Wands. I'm sorry, Knight of Wands. Page of Pentacles. 8 of coin. All right. Okay, so to me, I feel like this is it's like, okay, here's the Knight of Wands again, kind of, the Knight of Wands isn't the most committable knight of the tarot. And then it's like the Page of Pentacles. It's like, oh, okay, wow. Oh, you're asking me out on a date. Awesome. How about since we've known each other for, I don't know, 5 years, ask me to move in, or, something like that. It's like, that's kind of what I feel with this energy. I do feel it's lighthearted and fun and stuff. And I'm poking fun at that sort of thing. But, I get the sense that it's starting though to be a little annoying. And I feel like really what you're going to be doing for the next couple days is working, just throwing yourself into work. Because I feel like it's like, oh my God, here he comes again, or here she comes again, that kind of thing. And it's like, you're okay with it. I don't feel anybody like totally distressed over the situation or anything like that. But I feel like it's sort of like, nah, I don't think I'm going to hang out with you, over these days or whatever. I think I'm just going to keep working on my project I'm working on, or, whatever it may be. Like, you're throwing yourself into work is what I think is going on. Definitely somebody from your past. It's not somebody new. It's somebody that you have known already. Let's see. Okay, yeah, 3 of Cups too. Yeah, all right. So I feel like this is this person probably already has somebody else, because I asked for a clarifying card on the Knight of Wands and I got the Three of Cups. So I feel like they're fun. They're all of that sort of thing. They might want you to, like come out and socialize or, whatever, that sort of deal. But ultimately, I think they have like other people on the side already too, or they're married, or there's something about that. So I think that they're not committable. And you know that. I feel like you know that. And for the most part, maybe you're okay with that. But like right now, you don't want to do their game. You just want to like concentrate on work, because I feel like there's a new opportunity coming for you in that sense. So if you're looking for a job, I feel like these couple days might be very good. And you might want to like really extra check, the ads, see if you missed anything on Monster, or whatever site you're on, Indeed, whatever. Because I do see, with this Eight of Coin, like you working away. So, and I don't think it's at the relationship. I just don't feel like that's what it is. You seem very focused on like studying something new that is that you're throwing yourself into, and you're very into it and you're very good at it. So I feel like that is what is like important to you, not this. You just don't have the time, for this person right now, and that's fine, because quite frankly, I mean, they're probably involved in something else, and they probably don't make you the number one priority a lot of times either. So it's good. It's good for you. Don't make them number one all the time. You've got your own things too. Is what I feel in this. So, okay, all right, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I hope that was some help for you. If so, please subscribe or likes or whatever. That helps all YouTubers' channels, and we always appreciate it. And as always, thank you to anyone who can timestamp. I always super appreciate that as well. And thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in a couple days. All right, bye.